See you later, Kentaro. Outside help. See us taking stock in the present situation.
No major injuries then.
Whoa.
Good. I briefed the recovered soldiers and sent them on their way as quickly as I could, but nevertheless feared they would not make it in time.
The additional support was invaluable. Your men saved more than a few lives. Though not all, I regret to say.
I take it that I'm addressing Lucia Junius. I'm the Forum's envoy, Fortuno Leveilleur.
Then you would know it's envoy.
And you are owed an explanation for these most dire developments.
Another trial wrought by the final days. I was beginning to suspect as much. You doubtless feel some consternation having been forced to abandon your original plan. But trust me when I say you were right to send the refugees elsewhere. Beasts have been sighted within the capital. Perhaps it was a stroke of grim fortune that the population was decimated beforehand, as they've yet to appear in any great number, but in time. In any case, Maxima leads the remainder of the contingent in an effort to cull the creatures and evacuate the populace as we speak. Once the airships have taken to the skies, I pray your men can be persuaded to join him.
You'll permit us to retain our weapons?
I wouldn't have sent you after the Scions were I expecting you to stab them in the back.
And I, for one, would not consider past transgressions more relevant than future contributions.
True.
Regardless of the circumstances that saw us at odds before, we need men of courage now, more than ever.
Is he like part of the crew now? Is that what's happening?
We swore to defend Garlemald, and so we shall.
It seems you have everything under control. You will excuse me then, for mine own duties await.
A moment, Master Fortuno. You did desire to express your appreciation for services rendered, did you not?
It's funny.
I did.
It's funny he's
Though
talking to
if
his
you
dad.
intend to again ask that Charlian alter its course, you will find my gratitude insufficient.
'Tis nothing so onerous. I wish to hear the details of this grand endeavor of yours.
Do you swear to listen and to learn, and not to embark upon some scheme to impede us?
I swear.
Dad, just talk to me.
Any other, I would doubt. But you, I trust to keep your word. For not once have you broken it.
True.
Very well. I will request that the Forum make you privy to our plans. You may await our summons at the Baldessian Annex, assuming the decision is in your favor. Does that suffice?
It does. You have my thanks.
How come Alizé's not being
can
spoke
regale us
to.
with tales of your most recent sojourn to the First while we wait.
Oh God, that's right. Whoa!
Did you hear something just now?
Is Heidelin talking to him? Oh no. Wait, what? Did they get taken over? Is this a goof? I think this is a goof.
Where is this star's blasted pudding?
It's a goof. Oh God, how did they get here? Oh no, there's so many.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. And to this bitter clime bring warmth and comfort. 'Tis heartening to see such an assembly upon my return. I thought often of you whilst I looked down upon our star's brilliance from the moon above.
Yes, but what are you doing here? And dressed like that? Aren't you cold?
Verily, I fear for my health should I proceed to expound upon our purpose ere I procure more suitable garments.
Then allow me to summarize. We're here because none of you lot are up there. Nor has anyone deigned to send word about any changes in the plans.
Well,
It's rude, is what it is. At least that's what I thought at first, but then folks got to wondering if you weren't in a spot of bother, so we decided to take matters into our own hands. Come down here and help, if our help be needed. So she says, but it's also something of a convenient excuse to visit Etheris. Oriange made it sound absolutely marvelous. More so before the impending doom, but still. And it's not like there will ever be a better time. What with the aforementioned doom?
these fucking guys.
Marvellous, they say, yet not an ounce of pudding to be found. I must suffer Uriange's inferior works no more.
Hey! Maybe consider the plight of present company before you go blathering on about pudding and doom? Ahem. As I was saying, should you require any assistance with whatever, we are at your disposal.
That's right. They've never seen these guys
We
before.
were born
Only I
from
have.
Heidelin's love for the lives of this star. So naturally, we would much prefer to see them continue. Twiddling our thumbs up on the moon is hardly conducive to that, though, is it? Aye, not when you've all got such precious thoughts and feelings and hopes for the future deserving of more active preservation. Speaking to Oriange made us realize that while we've carried out our duties to the letter, we've failed to fulfill them in spirit. From there, it was just a hop, skip, and a jump towards resolving to do better. So please, show us how. Help us help you.
Hitting us with the Final Fantasy IV music.
Forgive me, but are they...
Thy distant collaborators, indeed.
You didn't know he was working with bunnies?
Hail, fellow, well met. You'd be a member of the Forum, would you? It's an honor and a pleasure to meet you at last.
Jesus.
I'm Livingway, Heidelin's right paw. That last bit is very important. As am I, if I may humbly say so myself.
I bid you welcome to our star, Livingway. On behalf of the Forum,
He's
I
like, we're all
thank you for
fucking
traveling
dead.
such a distance to meet us. As you have surmised, preparations for the Exodus have not proceeded as smoothly as we had hoped. I should be happy to personally escort you to our headquarters in Charlian, where you may advise us as you deem fit.
'Twas with reluctance that I set aside the great work of readying the moon for habitation. Be assured that I did so only after the Loperites made plain their earnest desire to come hither, and I myself felt a growing certainty that their contributions here would prove invaluable. 'Tis trite, perhaps, but I followed my heart.
May thy disciples banish this darkest of nights.
I am no esteemed philosopher of eld. Nevertheless, 'tis my hope that what little knowledge I shared shall serve them well, and perchance help save us all. Wilt thou attend us at the Forum and lend thine own wisdom?
The fucking pudding way in the background.
If that's all quite settled, can we start moving before Urianger catches his death? Even I'm freezing out here.
Okay, enough with the death flags, Alizé.
Oh, I dare say you'll warm up quickly once you're aboard the airship. Sat shoulder to shoulder with our fur-covered friends.
Good grief. Oh, hey, we're here. I dare say Master Fortunal was as nonplussed as we were to learn the identity of Heidelin's lunar custodians. As he will soon discover, they have much and more to offer the Forum. Might I suggest we return to the Annex forthwith? We may yet have time to discuss thy recent adventures ere we are summoned to the rostra. Yeah, how have we not talked about what happened? Like, honestly. It's crazy that they're not like, just that I'm not just out here screaming. We're watching a bunch of bunnies. You might get the Cliff Notes here, Yervin. Not that I'm complaining, Urianger, but I wasn't expecting to see you quite so soon. Nor I thee. In extolling the virtues of Aetheris, I did inadvertently awaken the Loperitis to a desire to avert our beloved star's demise. Kryl tells us you have obtained new knowledge that may aid us in our ongoing efforts. I've news to share regarding the study of the ethereal sea, but your findings are to be certain of a greater interest, and so I would rather hear them first. To what revelations did Heidelin's Elpis flower lead? So, you guys are not going to believe this shit, but Jesus fucking Christ. The shit's all fucked. They better have a big ass reaction. This is probably going to be voiced. Nope. Really? Then this dynamis is what drives the final days. If it and Akasa are one and the same, then this all but proves Nidhana's theories. Were an entity, through sheer force of emotion, to channel this vast, dormant reservoir into a raging river, its power might surpass even that of Aether. Really? They're not gonna, like, fucking pop off? If our star is so replete with Aether, said entity would need to be outside its influence to effectively manipulate the dynamics of the great expanse. Medion. Or rather, the sorrow and suffering of fallen civilizations that she had been hoarding for millennia. Untold anguish and fear and hatred drawn for every corner of the universe, all for a single purpose, the destruction of Aetheris. And our foe is no longer some unknowable calamity. We have but one aim, to defeat Medion. Estinians out here trying to fucking stab Medion. You make it sound so simple, but you're not wrong. Vanquish Medion, and we deliver the world from the final days, but to be even attempted, there are two conditions. First, we must determine her location. Before Medion escaped, an enchantment was placed upon her by Vana, this woman who would become Hydaelyn. The implications of temporal magics are not entirely understood, and so we cannot assume that our Hydaelyn and the Vana you met in the Elpis are one and the same. Nevertheless, due to her intrinsic qualities, as an all-powerful being, I'd wager that Hydaelyn possesses the knowledge we seek. Whether she would share that knowledge with us, however, remains to be seen. After all, she intends for us to flee Aetheris, not to stay. You suppose she has abandoned her pursuit of Medion? The Vana I know would never give up. That's my impression too. Otherwise, she wouldn't have used me as a conduit for her will or provided clues such as the Elpis flower. I believe she has been waiting for mankind's answers to Hermes' question. So what's the second condition? We must find a means to reach Medion. Naturally, our chosen method would depend entirely upon wherever she has made her nest. Then communing with Hydaelyn must be a necessity come first. Do you and Master Matoya have any luck with your investigations into the Ethereal Sea? Sadly not. Though we enlisted the help of Ironvald and the other Echo-blessed allies, we couldn't detect so much a whisper from Hydaelyn, even from within the Anti-Tower. Master Matoya is of the opinion that in the years since abandoning it, the Forum has some other method of receiving instructions from Hydaelyn. If so, it'd most likely be some form of apparatus for observing the Ethereal Sea, built closer to home. That's the second part of that zone, Labyrinthos. Sorry to interrupt, we've just received word from the Forum. Your presence is required in the roster where they will intend to discuss the Great Exodus. And Father was able to persuade them. You're finally taking us seriously. Let's hear what they have to say. Great. This is all going way too smooth. What do they have to say? Justinian, a realist. Darkaris, are we in followers only mode at the moment? Nah, okay, good. Just had a bunch of followers, that's why I was wondering. Alright, the roster. No, you idiot. I'm here. I'm a scion. Entry will be permitted on the condition you leave your armaments at the door, lest you forget the sacred institution holds rational discourse in the highest. The implements of war are expressly forbidden. Are we gonna be like taken prisoner or some shit? Huh. Justinian's the coolest, kids. One could never make a character as cool as him. It's impossible. Oh. What the fuck? Is that his pet? Oh, okay. I thought we were right-clicking a fucking hippo cap. This is the smartest being in our forum, the hippo. You can try, kids. That's what matters. Are we gonna talk?
There is a matter I wish to raise with you before we enter.
Well, they took my fucking hat.
We are here to listen and to learn. But if the forum's plans are more or less what I expect, then I should like to make a proposal that will serve our ends. By your leave, of course.
I don't see why not. Your words and wits have gotten us this far.
The hat was a weapon. It's true.
Agreed. I will present our queries so that you may consider the most advantageous way to advance your proposal without distraction.
Thank you, everyone.
If I may have your attention, the ad hoc session will now commence.
Okay.
The purpose of today's assembly is to brief the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, at their request, on the Great Exodus.
I'm expecting some lore bombs.
You may enter. On behalf of the Forum, I commend your heroic actions on the Magna Glacies. We shall not soon forget your service to us and the people of Radzat-Han.
True.
The Satrap, whom we have informed of the refugees' new arrangements, sings your praises as well.
Good.
As an expression of our gratitude, we will endeavor to answer your questions as fully and openly as we are able.
Good. Let's talk.
Then let us begin. First, it is the Forum's objective to ferry the life and knowledge of this star to the moon. Am I correct?
You are. It is for this purpose that Charlian has labored these many long years.
Glad we can finally talk about that.
We have collected biological samples and scientific records from across the star. When the time comes, they will be moved from their places in Labyrinthos and Numenon and conveyed to safety. Once that critical task has been accomplished, we will begin transporting the Charlian citizenry, which has been categorized into groups. The earliest arrivals are to ensure hospitable environs for those who come after. Following our people, we will send those of other nations in turn, beginning with our allies. Radzat Han was foremost among these, but since the final days have already come to Thavnair, we saw fit to include the refugees with earlier groupings.
Good.
An ambitious plan. You have accounted for the safety of all nations and tribes, then?
As many as we can.
And how, pray tell, do you decide who to leave behind?
To journey beyond the sky is an unprecedented and immeasurably difficult endeavor. Introducing sources of inevitable conflict would condemn all to certain death.
That's not a good answer.
Questions as to the validity of that approach aside, are your plans proceeding apace? We're under the impression that your primary means of celestial transportation is incomplete.
If only in that it does not meet our optimal parameters, that is correct. This arc, as some have taken to calling it, is fully operational and could be launched even today. However, the final days have progressed more quickly than we anticipated. At present, the ship is incapable of attaining speeds sufficient to meet our evacuation targets. Should we put the vessel into service, as it is now, we will be unable to travel to the moon and back quickly enough to complete the necessary number of trips. Precious lives and knowledge will be lost.
Can we use a teleporter?
Seven hells. Is there anything to be done?
The ether burner, the primary means of propulsion once the craft is in the space between stars, is undergoing testing to determine whether it can be made more efficient. Though cargo is being loaded for the initial phase of the Exodus, we are prepared to continue our experimentation up to the day before launch, should it prove necessary.
Oh, that's right, Otter.
What if the Scions were to solve your problem? We shall help devise a means to improve the ether burner's efficiency, on 2 conditions.
You gotta take everyone, no questions asked.
If we succeed, you must allow us to meet with Hydaelyn.
Also, we gotta talk to the H lady.
'Twas simple enough to deduce. You have a Concord, and so you would never have abandoned the anti-tower had you no other means of communication. One far more convenient, I suspect.
The second condition, also to be met upon our success, is that we be permitted to propose another use for your Ark.
What are we gonna do with it?
We would be at liberty to refuse this proposal.
Of course. If we cannot prove its merit to the 99 here, who are we to stake on it the lives of all peoples of this star?
Delightful as always, Master Alfino.
Mata Chan he's gonna be so pissed.
Oh, we couldn't have asked for a finer plan. Allow us to solve this complex engineering problem of which we were entirely unaware until moments ago. What could possibly go wrong? The satire writes itself.
Oh, wait, he's not. Oh, fuck this guy. He's against us.
Yet, what field has not benefited from a change in perspective? When we are at wit's end, what we need is not the same dry theories recited ad
Bitch, we got a
nauseam,
Sid
but
and
fresh
a Nero.
inspiration. I, for one, have faith in my erstwhile students
Wait, he's on our side.
to provide it, and I find their terms to be perfectly acceptable.
We're about to get fucking Nid. Nid is Sid and Nero.
Order! Order! We have no time to waste on debate. I call a vote. All in favor of agreeing to the Scion's terms?
These people are just straight up agreeing with us. How do they count so fast?
"71 in favor, 28 against. The ayes have it.
All right, easy clap.
Fortuneau, as the architect of this project, you are the best candidate to show them its current state. And bear in mind that regardless of your personal misgivings, this is the will of the Forum.
Damn, he said, bitch, do this.
Very well.
I call this session to a close. Return to your tasks with urgency. The final days wait for none.
Get Sid and Nero in there, ma'am. We haven't seen Sid once this expansion. And this is the end. And we haven't seen Nero. So they're 100% about the show. Huh. Graha might be onto something there. He's brought up Midgard some more. Yeah, it does seem a little absurd, Thancred. Sorry about not letting the rest of you on in my plan. I was admittedly thinking on my feet for the most part. But since we require a means of communicating with Heidelin and reaching Medion, and the spur of the moment I saw involving ourselves with the completion of the arc as a way to work towards both objectives simultaneously. However, we must first keep our end of the bargain by solving the problem of the Aether Burner. I like to think it is a challenge beyond our combined expertise, or at least the expertise of our extended circle of associates. Oh, not. This is happening. It might behoove us to learn how an Aether Burner actually works before we attempt to improve it, though. I don't want to talk to Dad. As instructed, I shall take you to see the Aether Burner. Meet me outside the Archeon. I trust you can make your way there. Okay. So the Ark is being built in Labyrinthos. Hardly surprising. Where else could they conceal such a massive undertaking? Chad, do you like my little snake? You like him? All right, where are we headed? Oh. We're headed to the Labyrinthos. The gang's all here. Wait a minute. I have to go back, chat. Because the training is complete. And then it's retainer time as well. Okay. I don't make the rules up, chat. Wait. What the fuck am I going to do for 8 minutes? Now, let me look at something here. So, I thought I already did all this mission. So, did I fail this Void Scent mission? Squadron isn't ready for this mission. Oh, God. Well, let's just send them on these because they're daily. I think it's worth just to continue leveling them up. You can't pass that mission unless all stats are met. Well, is it worth it to just continuing to level up? Or should I put the mental ability in there? Well, I know that, Boulder. That's what I mean. But is it a waste of that thing? You get more stat cap when you pass flagged missions, so that might be worthwhile. Meaning that when they level up, they'll have better stats. I spam leveled them to 50 plus so they could do the level 40 quest easier. I didn't bother with changing stats. That's kind of what I'm thinking I should do. Kind of what I'm thinking. How much time do we have on these timers? We can probably fit a cutscene in there. What are we paying for it in fucking teleport cost though? Overleveling them is much easier than constantly looking back in on them. Got it. Okay. Thank you. What the fuck? This damn mic. It's fucking mic stand, y'all. Yeah, it's hilarious that I have 110 days played and I just never did Squadrons at all. Ever. Because fuck them. Our destination awaits in the lower levels. The Forum, in its wisdom, has granted you access to the Archaean's Lift. Step inside and have Ophaline take you to the medial circuit. You need to do dungeons for Mac GC rank, though, right? Yes, you do. You do indeed. Oh, we can finally use this lift to go up and down? Oh. online chat? Power juice flickered. Still here? Okay, good. The old UPS kicked in. Where are you doing squadrons? Just wondering if I'm missing something. 90 now, so I got time to mess with other shit. So one of the things they added this patch, or this update for squadrons, is that you can get loot boxes if you're max rank. Because I love me some gacha. And I have, since I have 9 retainers, I have a shit ton of additional stuff. Not for squadrons. Yeah, the squadrons don't give you access to the loot box. The GC rank is, and you have to be max GC rank, which means you have to level squadrons. The same loot pool as retainers? Yes, it uses the same, it uses GC seals. I think it's 20,000 a loot box. I've seen your associate ahead to Logisticon Alpha on the other side of the Mariel Ergonomics. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to. Oh, you said loot pool. I thought you meant it uses GC seals. The loot pool are that you can choose if you want it to be minions or mounts from Heaven's Ward and Stormblood, and I think minions and mounts from Shadowbringers, I think is the 2 things. Never mind, I can wait. Let's attend to the matter at hand. Oh. There's actually something I've been meaning to. No, never mind. Oh, wait. Is Dad gonna, like, fucking slow roll us? Speaking of slow roll us, here is 3 minutes of ads as we run to the next area, chat. If you don't want to see the ads, you can use Prime Gaming subs, $5 subs, or maybe some gifted subs in the chat. We do match all gifted subs on the channel. At the current match gifted subs, we are at 249. We match those on the final day of every month on our special community day. If you want to know more about community day, you can look in the chat, as hopefully one of the mods will use the command, or you can join our Discord once you are a subscriber. For now though, enjoy the ads. We'll see you on the other side. You know, by the time I get over here, the fucking timer's gonna be up. So stupid. God damn it. You DC'd before a giant moment in the story. I've had a lot of people tell me that they've actually gotten AFK'd during cutscenes. Wait, what are these mobs called? That's a big one right there. Green Archon. Magna Orant, thanks for the 2. Appreciate that. The whole crew's here. I feel like this is where the ship is. Average Joe, thanks for that Prime Gaming. We are to wait here for our father while our father arranges for us to use the next lift. Here being in Logisticon Alpha, where the atmospheric conditions of Labyrinthos are regulated. Water is drawn from underground and dispersed as vapor, stimulating the formation of artificial clouds and rain. By manipulating the temperature and air circulation, they're able to create the ideal environment for the growth and preservation of the biological samples kept here. Oh, this entire thing is going to 100% be the ship. Hold on, how do you know so much about it? My father brought me here as a child. What? Left me behind? Actually, you're the one who left me behind. You went off somewhere with grandfather. The night before, I'd been asking father how clouds are made, so he decided to show me. It was fascinating. I peppered him with questions about the entire time. This is all too easy to take for granted. The many interweaving aspects of the natural world to grow inured to the wondrous. But having gained an understanding of the complex mechanisms employed by the Laparatus and recreating a similar environment, I have come to view such processes in a new light. The subterranean guardians of Labyrinthos, the lunar prison forged to contain the ancient Zodiarch, the built for all mankind neath the moon's surface, each unique yet undeniably similar. Habitations. 'Tis no mere coincidence. Ever since Heidelin unfolded to us the grim fate that awaits Aetheris, every essential resource we could spare has been delivered to Labyrinthos in preparation for the Great Exodus. That is not all. It is also a testing ground for the technologies that will allow us to settle on distant stars. Though the Laparatus have endeavored to make the moon inhabitable, that is not our final destination. Mankind must learn to propagate life where there is none, to thrive where all is barren. Habibi, alas, time is not on our side. Arrange for you all to enter the central circuit. It is there that most of our preparations for the Great Exodus are carried out, the construction of the Ark among them. Though our plans have been made public, access remains highly restricted. You, however, will not be subject to said restrictions and will have free reign to come and go as you please. Such was the will of the Forum, after all. We'll prove ourselves worthy of this trust, your trust. Then let us proceed. He's going to have a big moment where he's either going to lie to us or he's going to be like, I love you, son. You're the greatest. I'm so proud of you. You're so happy. I'm so happy that you exist. By decree of the Forum, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are permitted to enter the Central Circuit. Or that, point gaming. The Etherburner is being constructed not far from here. Overseeing the work is Kokol Dankol, after whom the forge is named. Once the necessary introductions have been made, I shall leave you with him to discuss the particulars this way. I think he's going to be a kobold? I hope he is. There are stairs over here. I'm gonna be a dick and go up here so that I can get my retainers. I hope they let me go all the way up here, though. It's looking good so far. Wait, what's in there? Yeah, that's the ship. Okay. This is the back of the ship. 100%. That's the fucking afterburner. Maybe. Maybe. I was thinking about this earlier. I don't think that many people are level 90 right now. Because of the, well, one, because it's like 40 plus hours of game time. And two, I think it's just hard. Chat, it finally happened. I just got my first. We're a NFT company. We would like to sponsor you. And that's why I'm happy to announce, guys, that you can own your very own NFT right now. For the low, low price of $70 billion, you too can own itmeJP Happy. A bargain. Yeah, that happens, Love Drop. Chat only deals in extremes. I don't think I actually did the jumbo crackpot the other day. I think I had seen him. The Asham with the 9. Also, didn't you ban yourself yesterday? Here it is, chat, the mega winners. Okay, fuck. The big one. Hey, we got 4th. The huge one. Fuck. Went 500,000 from the jumbo crackpot. Oh my God. That's depressing. Hold on, 500,000 divided by 1350. Oh my God. That means I've at least done this. Oh my God. I've done this at least 300 times. $300 weeks, chat. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh wait, 300. Oh, so I've done that 100 weeks then, is what I would say that. Because you get 3 per week. Right? So that'd be like 2.5 years. Because I rounded down from 370 to 300. I'm glad that we're here during the evening, because if we were here at night, we'd be hearing bam 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 bam. We'd be looking like that Cactuar feels right now. Or hearing, not looking, I guess. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, long cutscene. Should be a good one. Should be a good one. Oh my god, he's a fucking Lalafell. Uh-oh, he seems eccentric. Oh, you're in the way. Huh. All right, let's see what's going on. Uh-oh.
I could swap them out.
Oh, God.
No, been there, done that. Damn near lost my eyebrows.
Oh, fuck.
Think, Coco, think! We'd be well on our way to paradise. Visionaries patting themselves on the backs for their grand accomplishments if you'd only think!
Yes, that does sound rather lovely.
Yeah! I mean, Master Force, you know, what a pleasant surprise. We're not blasting off already, are we?
The schedule remains unchanged, for better or worse. Which is why the Forum has elected to accept assistance in resolving the ether burner conundrum.
Not seen you lot down here before.
There are Archons among their number, but engineering is not their expertise. Nevertheless, the Forum concedes the slim possibility that they may have insights to offer. If not, you are at liberty to return them to the surface, by whatever means you see fit.
Whoa.
I assure you that won't be necessary. Now, about your troubles with the ether burner.
Aye, aye, I'll walk you through it. Suppose I could do with a change of pace. As the name ought to tell you, the ether burner burns ether, ambient or otherwise, and transforms it into motive force. Think of it like a giant bomb that never stops exploding.
Okay.
Even out in that black void where the ether's right sparse, it's strong enough to move our arc. And it probably won't kill you like an actual bomb. But it ain't perfect. According to my calculations, to travel to the moon and back fast enough for the Forum's liking, the conversion rate needs to be 6% more efficient. A measly 6%, you say? But if I could have squeezed even another 0.6 out of it, don't you think I'd have built it that way in the first place?
Hast thou consulted with the Loporits?
Yes, they too are conducting their own research, for lack of a ready answer. The moon's propulsion systems are considerable, naturally, yet they are commensurately massive. It is no easy feat to convert their technology into an efficient means of propulsion for a teeny tiny toy boat, as they say, and as I most certainly do not.
Yes,
I agree.
exactly.
We could just use Lalafels.
Damn it all! I asked for refined adamantite and they send me uppity rabbits with inscrutable, ancient, incompatible technology. You're trying to drive me mad.
Do you speak of Allegan refined adamantite, perchance?
You know of it?
Only in the most general terms, I'm afraid. 'Twas an alloy of Allegan make, but the
we gotta go
secrets
back
of its
to the moon,
production were closely guarded. As I recall, the record stated it was vital to Dalamud's construction and launch.
Yeah, let's just go to the moon.
Oi, that's the stuff. No material more conductive far as I know.
There's an Allegan ship.
Slotting some ends like blowing up a dam and watching the river of ether come rushing through. Ain't a living soul that knows how to make it, though. We were fortunate enough to salvage some for the ether burner, just a wee bit, mind, from a chunk of Dalamud that came hurtling into the Northern Empty during the calamity. With more, well, that extra 6% efficiency would be child's play.
The moon.
It's a crying shame that
Hello?
we've no other sources.
Is this thing on?
Surely the many shards of Dalamud scattered throughout Eorzea would suffice. Why not get the refined adamantite from them?
Oh, we tried, believe you me. But only a few specialised pieces would have had any in them to begin with. Drive calls from Ragnarok-class internment hulks. Those are the prize bits we really need.
The moon.
According to the gleaners, getting to them means delving deep into the shards. And the defences are still very operational and very eager to blow them up. It's rough going in there, even for the cream. Not sure they'd make it out alive.
Weren't we near that part of the Ragnarok when we went to destroy Bahamut?
Oh. Maybe so. Could be. The White Raven's ghost. Wait, I don't remember this. Was this during Coils?
Heavens, are you all right? You look pale as
Oh, White Raven is now. Oh, okay.
Let's
T9,
put that battle
right.
from your mind for now. Deep breaths. That's it.
It's pretty funny.
There are multiple internment hulks in Eorzea alone, so handling this ourselves may not be the most efficient option. Rather, if we could salvage adamantite from the shards simultaneously... Thancred, is the link shell we established before you went to Garlemald still active?
Of course. The floor is yours.
What's all this?
Are we about to call in the boy?
Gathering firewood, so to speak. We alone can accomplish little, but joined by others, we may yet build a bonfire to carry us heavensward.
That's a different expansion.
This is Alphino. The Scions have need of you.
Penumbra, thanks for that Prime Gaming. Are we about to have the boys show up?
Understood. I will contact the Lord Commander and dispatch our finest at once.
My sisters are somewhat preoccupied with the final days, so I will lead the 12-Sword expedition myself.
Oh, the crews are showing.
Are you aware of any other sources of refined adamantite?
Logically, such an invaluable alloy would have been utilized solely where absolutely necessary, in components intended to conduct or collect surpassing amounts of ether. Any extant instrumentation or devices would have likely found their way into the hands of etherologists or enthusiasts.
Magical artifacts of Allagan design? The Eastern Alliance will send word to one and all. Are there other ways we may offer aid? No shards of the Lesser Moon scar our soil, but our stake in this cause is no less for it.
Serenia's saying, fuck it, let's go.
Is there anything in Othard that might be of use to you?
What did you say? Oh, you got friends in far places, lad. Any road, if you're offering, I wouldn't say no to one of those Far Eastern sacred relics. Some of them can hold enough ether to summon a whole damn primal.
Oh, we're just getting etherical items.
3, 2, 1, kaboom!
I gather you heard his explosive enthusiasm. Might you secure us a suitable relic?
It shall be done. I know little of machines, but I promise we will do our utmost to gather the materials you need to finish your starship. I am glad for the work, in truth. Better to busy oneself than wait and fret over disasters foretold.
Then why are we all still standing about yapping? There's plunder for the taking. And I'm a born plunderer. I'll be an old Charlian before you know it. Start mixing the grog.
The sick art is pretty good.
I'm certain that can be arranged. Thank you all, and do be careful.
Dude, Alfie is making his dad look like a bitch.
Just like that.
Aye, just like that. Our refined adamantite is on its way. Now let us consider our next steps, shall we? There's yet much to be done.
His dad is just like, you son of a fucking bitch. Look at him. I don't know if he's upset or happy. I don't know how he's going to take it. I don't know how he's going to take it. It's times like these, we're reminded how famous or infamous Alpha Noah has become. Who would have thought he could achieve so much with a single link pearl conversation? As we're expecting rather a lot of visitors in the future, I'd best return to the surface and inform the relevant parties. I also have a contact of my own that might be worth a try. Someone better fucking call Sid. Oh, and who might that be? That's for me to know and you to find out. And on that note, I leave matters here in capable hands. Best of luck. She better be calling Sid and or Nero or both of them right fucking now. Right goddamn now. Meanwhile, Anolda. Is Olda about to have a bad time?
Our course of action is clear.
So much
We
voice
must
acting.
harvest refined adamantite from the shards of Dalamud and procure arcane relics of Allagan make. Summon the best and brightest of our immortal flames and form an expeditionary party at once. Call upon the
bitch right here.
Sultan Sworn and brass blades for support as you must. Papashan, send word to the guilds. We will require the expertise of master artisans
if we are to have any hope of identifying and recovering these elusive materials. Guys, we have need of your stone torches. They are to assist the immortal flames in scouring the ruins and to help secure the surrounding areas. I trust I can count on your support.
As commander of the Stone Torches, my son Zimberk will personally see it done.
Oh, these guys are definitely badasses.
Pippin, I would have you lead the raiding party. Assemble your finest, and with Chizona's blade, clear the way. Lord Lolorito, I pray you take charge of the search for Allagan relics. Surely you know of some being traded on open or clandestine markets, or sleeping in collectors' vaults. Of course, I ask not that you do this out of the kindness of your heart. By all means, profit on the transactions. I wish you the joy of it. The final days descend upon our world. If circumstances are truly as dire as they say, Uldar's best efforts may be
This is awesome, man. They're really doing a bang-up job.
When we Eorzeans rose from the ashes to rebuild our broken realm, did we not learn one simple truth?
Fuck bitches get money.
That which seems all but impossible to overcome alone may yet be possible if we stand together.
Yeah, right. Uh-huh.
It was the Scions who united us then, and it is the Scions who call upon us now. Uldar will answer that call. We will summon our courage and join the fight for our world's future.
What a boss.
You know your duties. I, Nanamo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, bid you good luck and Godspeed.
Badass. Yeah, I hope they do this for every nation. I really hope we're doing the world. Yep, here we go. Now these guys, I don't really, these whatever. You know, these guys, okay. The fucking Wonder Twins of 10,000 years, you know. I can't even fucking see.
We fielded a goodly number, but our ranks are heavy with healers, and an abundance of restorative magics will be of little help in destroying Dalamud's defenses. Still, it has ever been thus with Gridania. We must steel ourselves for a protracted engagement.
Oh, shit.
In that case, might I suggest
Fucking
taking
Alamigo's
us
gonna
along?
be like, bitch, we'll do some damage. You can heal our backs.
Commander Hext, what are you doing here?
None of the shards in Girabania are big enough to hold an internment hulk. So we said to ourselves, why not lend our neighbors a hand? We thought you might be short on people with a talent for breaking things.
While it pains me to admit it, you are right. Our deficiencies so plain to see.
They're not deficiencies.
It might have been a lifetime ago, but I was once one of the Scions assigned to the Shroud.
True.
I know this forest well. I know your people. And I know we will be stronger if we fight this fight together.
Then I will impose upon you with a clear conscience. Come, let us speak of how to integrate our forces.
You know, I'm glad his sister got out of the limelight for a little while. He's kind of popping off. What'd she stop for?
I won't let it all be for nothing. I promise you, Papalimo.
You son of a bitch! I'm finding the bag. I'm getting the bag, Chet. Get back in there. All right. Oh, that was close. I had to fight it back.
There you are.
Is that his brother?
We've no time to waste, brother. Everyone has already...
Oh my. Fuck. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. A Dargan? Oh, there be a Dargan.
That was a roar. A dragon's roar.
But wait, is that Vitra? An Estinian? What other dragons exist?
And so, in summation, the Eastern Alliance, as well as the Honorable Lord Lolorito himself, reached out to me for assistance in procuring these treasures of the divine, and I, in turn,
dragging these nuts on your head.
Confederacy for aid.
Son of a bitch.
Is that...
Hancock? What a surprise this is.
Fucking Sorabon's doing this shit?
And a fortuitous one at that. I have a favor to ask, you see.
What? The snake's hungry. The snake's hungry. Oh, man. Was that my food? I think my food's dropped off. It is. I'm gonna go grab my food before I get this cutscene. No, I know that was the Four Lords storyline. So we're gonna get those guys. Whew. It's all coming together, chat. BRB. Looks like this is a big cutscene too with how many people are standing around. Here we go. No job too small. Alphino is resisting the urge to pat himself on the back. Our friends are searching for refined adamantite and sacred relics. We'll only know if they meet your requirements once they have arrived. In the meantime, is there aught else we might do to be of service? We've already done more than enough. If I had to say, though, I could use someone who knows a thing or two about elegant technology. Chat. They better do it to us. You there, the lad with the red eyes and matching hair. You seem to know more than your average scholar. Dude, really? Ha! If only Master Kakol knew how right he was. Well, he and Graha established a rapport. Why don't we help with the preparations for the Great Exodus? Indeed, this would mean going above and beyond the terms of our arrangement, but I propose this is not to curry favor. As confident as I am that we will succeed, we must be ready for every eventuality. This would also be an opportunity to familiarize ourselves with the logistics of traversing the Great Expanse, and if nothing else, it beats twiddling our thumbs while we wait for the adamantite. Well, ain't you a bunch of helpful buggers? If you mind to lend a hand, I know where to go. Charlene Hamlet is lousy with researchers and scholarly types busy in themselves preparing for the Exodus. Pah! That lot need all the help they can get. Well then, off we go. Where are we? Oh, let's teleport up there. Yeah, I'm starting to really wonder. I mean, I think Kryl is definitely the person who's going to get Sid and Nero. Because Kryl was a part of Omega, right? She was a part of that storyline. But I can tell a lot of people actually live down here. She wasn't? She was involved in it in some way, though. Not that much help we can offer, but I dare say they'll benefit from some of that fresh inspiration Scholar Monteche mentioned. Start basking around, ideally without getting in anyone's way. Let's meet by the Aetherite once our work is done. Kral's Eureka? Well, that's true. Helping with Ark, even with all the power Master Cockles managed to squeeze out after the Aether burner, it's still not enough apparently. Now I fear the final days have arrived, horrible creatures running rampant all over. Why don't we begin Exodus sooner? People are dying, there'll be no end to it if we don't fulfill our duties. Well, we will. We've spent years preparing for this moment. Believe in the plan and all will be well. His name is Steady Current. It was, yeah. Hello. Are you the new helpers? No Elpis. Working on the afterburner, oh dear. I hear things have come to a standstill on that front. And so I choose that over my current duties, checking in and loading the samples day in, day out. It's tiring and thankless work. Still, none will be crossed if I misplace a few legumes or what have you. The forum's got enough on their plate as it is, but with deciding who gets to board the forum or who gets to board the Ark and when, lots of powerful people have opinions on that. My heart goes out to Master Fortunos and the others. Or they get a moment's rest, I expect. They even have time to sleep? Who needs sleep? I thought that guy's name was Usher. It's Oucher. Where's this final guy? Offering to help, it's very kind, but I should be able to organize the rest of the documents by myself. It's mostly a list of things we'll need once we arrive on the moon, and then whichever star we choose as our new home. My duties largely concern the maintenance of living conditions, so it'll be a lot busier once we depart. I hear that our lunar collaborators have come down to assist in the efforts, but I'm looking forward to finally meeting them in person. After having communicated with them in such a limited capacity thus far, to be perfectly honest, I'm not even the slightest idea what they look like. I do hope they're not enormous, looming giants, while I much prefer something small and fluffy, like that beheaded rabbit that ran by. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. The story's great. I'm loving it. We'll probably finish it tomorrow. I don't think we're going to finish it today. Fancy meeting you here. Our friends in the forum brought us to see their teeny tiny toy boat, which which was quite impressive considering they didn't use any creation magics. What we're really interested in is Aetheris itself, though we now find ourselves in a sort of funny underground miniaturized version of it. Hey, what's going on, Cameron? We're hoping the forum would give us a guided tour, but it appears they're rather occupied. Honestly, all that time to prepare. They're still not ready. Suppose we'll just have to show ourselves around. Or at least that's what we were planning to do until we chanced upon Urian J and your good self. Since you're both dawdling about, engaging in idle chit-chat, perhaps you could show us a few points of interest. Won't that be fun? Look at these fucking guys. This needs to be a playable race. It needs to be a playable race, chat. Crikey, I wasn't expecting to see you here, Emmy. So sorry I didn't have a chance to say goodbye, and for those other loperettes that attacked you. Terrible misunderstanding that. Not to worry, though. All have since recovered from the rather savage beating you administered. Very no ill will. Well, perhaps a little, on the account of savagery. But time heals all wounds. Most, anyways. How marvelous it is to see you again. You will be pleased to hear I've learned much since our fascinating discussion on the Caratorium. Well, thanks to Urian J. See, he's taught me the finer points of cooking, which, despite my name, I knew very little about. So many dishes, so many hard-to-pronounce words. Actually, I was rather hoping he'd show me how to bake an Archon loaf. They're quite popular, I hear, though it doesn't sound like it contains any flavor to speak of. Still, that's the sort of thing that your kind enjoys. Shall make enough to last the whole journey. What joy to sample the delights of Aetheris. Who fucking told him that, chat? Who fucking told that guy? A tour of Labyrinthos. Unexpected yet prudent suggestion. Given the similarities betwixt the artificial environment and Bestway's burrow, it would be in our best interest to have Loporits acquaint themselves with the condition deemed optimal by their Charlayan collaborators. I fear, however, that continued reliance upon limited knowledge would risk narrowing rather than broadening their perspectives. Mayhap thou art better suited to lead this venture? What a marvelous idea. Might we begin with that great big what's it over yonder? Yes, the what's it. I shall leave its explanation to JP, chuckle. You fucking bitch. God damn it, Urian J. Put some pants on. What are we doing here? What the hell's going on here? Yeah, guys, letting it all hang out. No, we haven't seen Pudding Way. Search the apparatus points for potential interest. What the hell? The water I hear from inside that great big tube? Must be because of these cogs and the gigantic wheel at top. Oh, I see. That's how they draw up the water. There's probably some sort of spiral-shaped mechanism inside it, too. Yeah, this quest is a little strange. It's a little hard to see from here, but is that golden pipe connected to those top of those tanks? And I can see through the window another pipe at the bottom. This must be for purifying water drawn up from below. How the hell is that here? How the hell did that get there? Ah. Mushroom-like thing. Yeah, I guess they got approved. That looks like the trees in Greatest Innsville. Hold on. It's a bit of a strange shape. It's thin at the bottom, but big and round at the top. Quite tall for something so unbalanced, too. Now that makes sense. That's where the store of the water. Oh, Loporit's voiced. We're gonna get funny music. Oh. Well, if I were to hazard a guess, water drawn from the underground, presumably with some other mechanism, is purified here and stored in that tower, being distilled somewhere else. I'm right, aren't I? I knew it. Design brilliant in its simplicity. I dare say it would take only a moment to install it, even in the harshest of environments. For us Loperids, that is. Indeed, securing a reliable source of water is of the utmost importance for any fledgling settlement. We have read, however, the peoples of Aetheris sometimes make their homes in arid deserts and such. How are they able to survive? Areas near waterfalls are common sites for villages of Garabania. That's true. So wherever you choose to live, you're never far from water. Oh dear, I worry we won't be able to procure the necessary amount. We can provide enough water for them to keep them from drying out completely, but it would appear that they rely on it far more than we anticipated. A few adjustments may be in order once we've calculated the average rate of consumption per individual. It may also be worth learning more about how exactly they obtain their water in the first place. Master Alphino spoke of this machinery responsible for that feat during our journey through Logistong Alpha, did he not? Mayhap the Loperidus will share his appreciation for the engineering marvel. Ah, yes. It sounds absolutely splendid. We must journey beyond the sanctuary of Charlene Hamlet. I shall lead the way. I mean, we have to brave the untamed wilderness? A valid concern indeed. We could not help but notice the many dangerous-looking creatures with big, nasty teeth lurking beyond the safe confines of this settlement. Were we not escorted here by burly custodians, I dread to think what would become of us. Regrettably, to many a hungry predator with the aforementioned big, nasty teeth, operates may appear to be a potential and rather appetizing source of sustenance. Yeah, they're a little worried about that. Might I impose upon thee to assist in securing safe passage to Logiston Alpha? For my part, I shall act as escort to Living Way and Cooking Way. I trust Singing Way and Growing Way to thy care. Okay. A more valiant protector they could not wish for. Godspeed. It's all the same to you. I'd rather not be eaten by some horrid beastie. Come along, Growing Way, to the water expedition. What's it? Is this like an escort mission? Let me get out my gang of pets. Is this guy helping me? Thank you so much. I love this water extraction. What's this worth this hard experience? It's part of the fun, some might say. But rather than not be burnt to a crisp if it's all the same to you. Well, watch out for when I summon Ifrit. Wait. What? Oh, I have to go down and up. Okay. Wonder how bad the queue's gonna be tomorrow, chat. I mean, it took a pretty long time today. I feel like tomorrow's gonna be crazy. My friends, I bid you welcome to whatever, Alpha. Our destination doth lie here at the lift stop. Pray follow me. Nothing is happening tomorrow? What? The game comes out. For some reason, it's always worse. Every single time, it's worse on Tuesday compared to early access. That's why they literally do it and call it early access, because it's worse on Tuesday every time. Then why would they keep doing early access? Queues will be exactly the same? I would be surprised. I think I logged out somewhere I shouldn't have. My queue is broken and not moving. No, it just doesn't move sometimes. Someone said they were stuck at like 2,000 for an hour, but then eventually they just got in. Now, if you're at 1, you're about to 2,002. I feel like this is the trolley situation. Or a little like Mount Gold prior to Mount Gold. I mean, I guess they're trying to give you like a calm before the storm type situation, which is what Gold was as well. How long do we have on timers? Oh shit, I gotta go and do this. We're gonna try the produce. Oh, I know what these are. Grapes, yes. If these are as delicious as they look. So sweet, so sour, the taste is much like a ripe philosopher's carrot, and yet the texture is entirely different. Contrast between the outer skin and the fruit is within its most peculiar. I can never say this word. Peculiar. Though far from unpleasant. Yes, I think I'll try another. Oh, are these the famous low texture grapes? Oh, Jesus. Let's zoom out a little bit more. Wait, what? What's your opinion of grapes? Meh. What are we eating? Oh, are those oranges? Yeah, the music's a little bit much. Oh, these are pumpkins. What's the stream stalker doing? Get out of here, stream stalker, Jesus. What is this? Oh, lemons? Oh, he just bit into a lemon. Yeah, he's not having a good time. Giving him some lemons. Very well, lemon muffin. What? This is, he's gonna like them. Delicious. I've never had a lemon muffin. I've never had a lemon muffin. I've had like a, is it a poppy seed muffin? Don't those have lemons in them? Lemon poppy seed is popular? I think that's what I've had, yeah. Those are very good. When life gives you lemons, make lemon muffins. That's what I say. How are they making like all of these plans with these people when like we gotta go? Like we gotta go. What the fuck? Oh, here's more of the song. I'm gonna port and do the thing and open. You can play your own music? I mean, I don't mind the music. Level up. One more level. So, wait. They need to... Oh, they can finally do it. Oh, no, wait. They can't. Maybe when they hit 25? Do they still get XP if they fail the mission? They do? Okay. How long do we have on retainers? All right, I'm gonna port over here then, and then go use the restroom, and then retainers will be back when I get back. So I'll BRB. All right, sound good? Great. See you then. All right. Sorry for the break, chap. Chat, I got an email earlier that I think might be the first time I'm trying to describe the feeling, but I don't actually know what the feeling would be. I got an email that literally said, stream like your critical role. It was an email from like some new third-party app that allows you to have your dice window on a Zoom call or some shit like that. Just like fucking kill me, dude. Fucking end it. Alright, anything good? No, it is all shit. It's all a poop. Okay, back to the MSQ. Oh, we have to go back down there? Shit. Actually, let's do this. Do you like the new summoner? I've been debating buying a boost. I think it's good, yeah. Now, I have not 90, and 90 is obviously a big level for it because you get Summon Garuda, Ifrit, and Titan 2. But, yeah, I think it's good. It seems like it's good. I don't run ACT, and I haven't done any actual trials or anything with it, so I can't really speak to that. Do I think it's better than the old Summoner? Yeah, I do. It's a lot more whack-a-mole in its process. Yeah, the old Summoner was definitely like a much longer rotation, first off. It was a 2-minute long rotation that you couldn't really, like, freestyle on, if that makes sense. And in this one, you can freestyle the entire thing. To some degree, I would say. Steamy Samantha. Do you think if they changed, they could add a more dot focused job next X-Pack? Maybe. I'll start reading all the cutscene when this kind of opens up. Right now, all the fucking bunnies are just... Oh, this might be it right here. Sigh. I gotta read this. Yes, JP, that was indeed me verbalizing a sigh to express my emotional state. Do you want to know why? Because I saw the reconstructed environmental data for Ithris at Logisticon Alpha. That's why. A forest so lovely and so leafy. Are all your forests like that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You should see the forest on the first. One was purple. Gasp! Gasp, I say. With the star so wonderful, it comes as no surprise that you're more reluctant to leave it behind. I was such a fool to think otherwise. To assume that the moon was something worth being proud of. How ridiculous we must seem to you, trying so hard yet achieving so little. Not at all. Thy works are no less worthy for their uniqueness. I thought I heard tiny voices. Thancred. He's here to babysit. How didst thou fare? Oh, I was able to glean a fair bit from the researchers while helping to move their cargo. Preparations have proceeded without interruption here, despite news of the coming end. We have the forum's leadership to thank for that. Doesn't mean people aren't worried, though. Quite the opposite. Knowing disaster could strike at any moment, then hurry to complete their work, equally aware that a single error could be the difference between life and death, and we can hardly tell them there's no cause for concern. Perhaps not. Though aided by our goody growing way, we may yet find other ways to lighten their burden. Me? Be used to people? I'm honored that you would think me so capable, but I'm not sure that I'm up to the challenge. Nevertheless, I believe in thee. If you say so, I suppose it can't hurt to try. I pass someone moping in the Western Plaza that looked to be in need of a helping paw. Perhaps you might start with him? It's as good a time as any. Come. Must now call them drama bunnies? True. Oh, fuck. Here we go. He's back on the goddamn violin. This might be voiced. Nope. Oh, can I help you? It is you who would help me. Is my anxiety truly so obvious? A burden shared is a burden eased. Pray tell us of any troubles. Those little fellows do look like good listeners. I'm an engineer, you see. And what they say of the ship, that it's the sum of the decades of Charlene's ingenuity, that it's built with peerless Allegan technology is all true, but I know that's not that none of it's a guarantee. We've never before launched a starfaring vessel, let alone flown into the great expanse. All the tests we've run have been on the ground. Only operational personnel and cargo will be aboard for the first voyage. But even so, if it fails us then, what can we do? And if it doesn't, it could fall apart on the next flight, or the one after that. Oh, Jesus Christ. We've done everything we can to prevent this from happening, but it hardly matters. We thought the Aetherburner's design was flawless too, and look at how that turned out. Thou art familiar with most of these daunting technologies, and thus dost thou hold the power to allay his fears. Oh, I am not sure about that, but well, maybe you could tell me if there are any aspects of the ship's design that you're especially worried about? Our ability to walk about and perform our task, for one. I've devised a means by which to employ gravity, a spatio-temporal spell, to regulate the environment. But what if it's not strong enough? What if everyone floats away and begins crashing into things as soon as we've left the star? Gravitational. Maybe I can be of help after all. Up there is not so different from down here, you see. The same rules apply. If you consider them as part of one great big cosmos rather than separate places. I suspect both parties shall find comfort in this conversation. That's true. We should walk away slowly. Yet if Thancred's tale be true, others would benefit from the insight born of experience. Might it prevail upon the Laparatus to attend to them? An excellent idea, if I do say so myself. There is naught we'd like to learn more than to ease the hearts of the fine people of Ethris, and to learn more about them while we're at it. Full glad I am to hear it. Gather thy companions and bring them hither. JP, thou hast a gift for finding souls in need of succor. Oh yeah. Pray seek me out the distressed and apprehensive and inform them that help is at hand. I shall await them here, but I might introduce each to a suitable laparet. Oh, I do so look forward to that. A place for every laparet, and every laparet in their place. We must help these bunnies. Don't talk to these goddamn bunnies. Oh my god, 8 people? What the fuck? What? You can't even help that one. All right, Ollie. No, you can't have it there. 哦 that's wrong fucking foot. Subway. How you liking the story? It's good. Five more. What? I can't make that jump. This woman's doing better than you are. What do you mean? I'm doing great. I'm not stressed at all. I don't think anyone's up there. Well, this quest actually is not that great. Hey, what's up, President? Four more! Oh, there's no one on this side. Oh, there's a train starting right now. God damn it, I did that earlier. Wrong button. It does sound like a trolley. Huh. There's a guy up here. Nope. That was a brick. One more scientist. Where could he be? Over here. One over here. There's none outside this. Another one I'm missing? I mean, just say. Tell me where to go. Top left there. That's where I'm headed. Really? They put one guy right here? Nope. The back is behind a building? Ah. All right. Who just stands behind a building like that? He was kind of doom and gloomy. He was looking for structural flaws in the building. I just fucking missed the... God damn it. Behold it me, through thine efforts worth has spread. See you, Ains. Little Final Fantasy IV. Voice.
Oh, finally some rest. Why, I haven't spoken so much in, well, in forever.
Lively, isn't it? The town is abuzz. Everyone eager to meet with our friends from the moon.
'Twould behoove you to consult with Sleeping Way. As our moon's pilot, his advice should be most pertinent.
I'm impressed. Truth be told, I struggle to tell one from another. No offense intended, of course.
None taken. After you and your friends left Mare Elementorum, we spent no small amount of time with your Urianger. Oh, the conversations we had. He told us all about Atheris, answered our every question, no matter how trifling or trivial. Look! Every page filled to the margins with knowledge. When I first arrived, I was struck by how little I knew. It was daunting. But then I realized that, were it not for Urianger and his teachings, we'd still be stuck on the moon, gazing at your world and wondering what we've been missing.
What would they think if they could see Urianger now? I dare say they'd be more than a bit surprised. And impressed, no doubt. Master Louisoix, Minfilia, Papalimo, and not to forget...
Oh, fuck.
Oh, there.
Here we
Heard
go.
there was a
It's
visiting
blow
expert
wide
who
the
we might
gates,
bother
man.
with a few questions. I take it you'd be the one.
Yes. I am.
Wilson and Blovida, Sharlayan's foremost researchers in the field of teleportation magic, and Moonbreeder's parents.
Oh boy.
It hath been some time. 'Tis good to see you in good health.
I'm stressed eating
Likewise, old friend. Blovida and I were most honored to answer the call. Never expected this reunion, though, did we, dear?
I'll say, the nerve. Sending that letter, then running off to the gods know where.
Huh. Well, that's fucking...
Do you have any idea how worried we were?
Oh my gosh, God fucking make me tear up.
I'm sorry. 'Twas remiss of me not to deliver the news in person. No, more than that. 'Twas I who...
Our daughter was disillusioned after Master Louisoix left her behind.
Jesus Christ.
The day the Scions called upon her was the happiest I'd seen her in years. She made her every choice of her own free will. No one could have ever forced her to do otherwise. Don't blame yourself for her death. Celebrate her life. You know that's what she'd want.
Man, look at these badass parents.
If there is one thing we resent you for, it was that we could not be there to mourn her with you. Reading the words you penned in that shaky hand, we must have cried as much for you as we did for her.
Get that hug. You deserve it. You fucking long-winded bastard.
I truly, truly am. I knew not what to say. Knew not how to express my feelings. The poems and platitudes of wiser men, musings on sadness and loss, studied and memorized, and meaningless in the moment.
Silly boy. We are all powerless before such grief. Even now, try as I might, the words escape me. But in our hearts, we know, we always know.
I remember when you were young, how the lads teased you for choosing the company of books over others. Our moon didn't take kindly to that. Be nice to Urianger, she'd shout, and give them a walloping. No matter how many times we scolded her.
So we offered a suggestion. Rather than starting fights, why don't you be the bridge between Urianger and the others? She had to mull it over for a while, arms crossed, brow furrowed in intense thought. But from that day on, she never let you be alone. She'd drag you outside to play, pepper you with endless questions, read the same books you read, all to try and understand you that much better. I'm sure it was annoying
bad for
and
making fun of this
exhausting at
lady.
the time, but she only ever had the best of intentions.
And look at you now, at the center of the crowd. The reason there even is a crowd, having brought these people together.
It was Darkeros, ma'am. I didn't mean it.
No idea how
it was
proud
always
we are.
Darkeros' fault.
To see the boy our daughter trusted and believed in more than anyone grow into the man she always knew he could be. I can see her in you, too. Feel her. She walks with you wheresoever you go. So thank you, Urianger, for being who you are.
Yeah, it's gonna fuck him up, man.
I think I can feel her too. The truth of her life. Not sorrow, but hope.
Look at that fucking bunny.
And love.
This moon breeder. She was important to him, wasn't she?
You could ask the man himself.
Oh, no. But watching this exchange reminds me how much I've yet to learn about your world. And its people.
You can live here your entire life and hardly learn a thing. And that's why it's too soon for this to end.
Ooh. And there's the music, just washing it. Yep, it's all gone. Oh, JP, be assured that I am fine. I am. Well, glad to see them too after so very long. Gladder still that it was in your company, as difficult as it was to accept their kindness. It would have been far harder had I faced them alone. What a baller. Come here, Blow White. Must be one of the Scions, correct? Thank you for caring for my daughter. The time she spent with you was all too short, but I know she was proud to have you as comrades. Urianger's too, I'm afraid. I certainly feel better for knowing he has good friends to look after him. See that he comes home from time to time, will you? Classical Roganin isn't so different from Eorzean. Did you ever wonder why we named our daughter Moon's Bride? When I first held her, the moon was shining silver and full. The whole world seemed to glow. I knew it had chosen her, that she would be a beacon of that self-same light. Of course, we'd hear later our fair share of jokes about how ought to have gone for Sun instead, with how bright and stubborn she was. But fiery as Moon Brita was, she was always kind and gentle. Yikes. Man. And now she's marrying the dude who leads a bunch of other little dudes on the fucking moon. Man. Ahem, thou hast my gratitude for lending courage to the Laperitus. Not disposed to rest on their laurels, several of our guests have elected to accompany my countrymen to their stations. Some few still come hither seeking counsel, and so shall I remain to aid them as need be. If thou art needed elsewhere, do so let me detain thee. Or do not. Matter of fact, I was hoping you might check up on Alizé. Last I saw, she was struggling carrying an enormous pile of boxes out of the west gate. I could go myself, but we both know whose help she less liked to scorn. Not to mention that, much to my misfortune, I think of several other things I ought to be doing. Until later. We named our daughter's Moon's Bride. Our ancestors handed down our last name for blowing wine cake. Oh, yikes. Yeah, that's the best advice I can give as well, Torin. What are you doing, Alzay? Squill, squill. What are you doing out here? Well, Urion J just met Moonbreeda's parents. No, I don't mind you help with the boxes, but it's far from the most exciting of a task. Are you sure? I'll appreciate the assistance. I need to get these to Aporia. Time is short, of course. But they're full of organic specimens and samples, so try not to be too rough with them. Alphados should be waiting for us when we arrive. I'll see you there. Oh, do I actually have to carry these things? Oh, boy. Come on. I'm the goddamn warrior of light. You got me carrying boxes? Come on, Snake. Let's get out of here. You have 3 minutes? What? Am I timed? You're helping with the crates. Wonderful. You can put that here with the others. Is it chip time? Or is... It's not going to be voiced. You have my gratitude, but how'd you come to be involved in this? Well, your sister's a lazy piece of... Ha! And I suppose I have Thancred to thank as well. If you're wondering why we were tasked with bringing these boxes to Aporia to begin with, so was I. Turns out that this is a base of operations of sorts. Those with the final say as to what is included in the ship's manifest can be found here. Father included, I suspect. That should be everything. You carried all that at once? You're trying to injure yourself? Oh, hush. They're lighter than they look, and not everyone has your delicate arms. I suppose we should let someone know that we finished. Got his ass! Theo Pauldine was in the courtyard. When you come along, you should get credit for your assistance, at least considering where we are. We might even learn something interesting. Is that Paulidine's brother? I want to look at some. All right. Gods, it never ends, does it, Si? What can I do for you? Change the music! We brought samples from Charlie and Hamlet. Series 110. Crates are by the entrance. Thank you. I'd expect one of my colleagues, but we are dreadfully short-handed. Just a moment. You are Forchanon's children, are you not? Correct. Alphanon Nalze at your service. You're well acquainted with Father, I take it? Quite, I've been friends with your parents since our days at the studium. I remember when you were yay high, waddling hither and thither. Clearly, it's been some time since we've met. It's good to see you again, building your father's new liths, no less. You knew our parents when they were young? What were they like? Pray to spare no detail. I should like nothing more than to regale you. Thus I am meant to be in charge here. The dreams of paperwork, want for submission. We can help with that. In exchange for some of the stories our parents would never willingly divulge, of course. Very well then. Happen to be 3 seats of documents in need of delivery, so how about you each take one? You give me one? Wait right here. What? Well, hello. Oh. You'll find a forum representative waiting to collect these near the southernmost structure. I hope I have not kept her waiting too long. Never mind Alpha and Alze, I'm certain they'll be back soon enough. Dude, what are with these quests, man? You know, one of the signs of the 7th, I thought you were meant to be working on the Aetherburner. Shut the fuck up. Theo Paladin's paperwork. I'm going to worry and misplace his quill. I appreciate your help in seeing these documents. It's my hands at last. As for the other task, I keep this between us, but I sincerely hope you scions succeed. The Exodus is without a doubt the most monumental undertaking in the history of the Forum, so we might be circumspect. In all respects, risk is a privilege we cannot afford ourselves. At its heart, however, Charlayan has been a nation of the curious. It would be a tragedy indeed if we were the ones to stymie your pursuit of truth. I don't think this is Amarang Part 2. I mean, I thought the quest prior was fine. I didn't think it was all that bad. Especially because the payoff you get is a pretty big payoff. I think Amarang Part 2 is the worst part of both expansions by far. Now, I will say I'm trying to eat some motherfucking chip. We return with not a scrap of paperwork remaining on our persons. You will note. Both have my thanks and my apologies for sending you on an errand so far below your ambitions. While even as a babe, you struggled out of your swaddling clothes, and that is quite enough of that, thank you. It was compromising stories of our parents that we'd like to hear to reiterate. Of course. I've known your father for so long. I must have something. Well, as you know, part of why the Leveler names garner such respect in Charlayan is your family's storied history. You can trace your ancestry directly to those who came aboard the Uncrep's Hope, lineage few can claim. Never thought much of it myself. It's not as though our forebears founded our nation. They were simply there when it happened. Nevertheless, he has traditionally been a point of pride. 'Tis why Neon Krep's pronouncement, renounce the ways of war and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason, has ever been our family's creed. Till your grandfather's time, Archon Louis Sois looked not to Neon Krep's words, but his deeds. He asserted his defiance of his peers, choosing to save the great and the small. And the rising tide was the true mark of our founder's virtue. Perhaps it was his expertise, his knowledge of ancient prophecy, and the fall of civilizations that led him to conclude that to eschew conflict at every turn was to consign mankind to his doom. There will ever be conflict and calamity will follow. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. Insolence? Indolence? Indolence. Can we get a dictionary on indolence, please? Thank you. Remember his words well. Indeed, Archon Louis Sois lived by that personal creed and used every means at his disposal to bring succor to those in need, Charlayan or no. No one loved and admired her grandfather more than his son. Yet, Forchanal could not reconcile Louisaw's deeds with the philosophy of the forebears and his peers, philosophy in which he believed so fervently, yet made a pariah of his father. Forchanal agonized over this contradiction for much of his life. Oh, laziness and apathy. Okay, gotcha. God's father. A son may carry his father's blood, but his choices are on his own to bear. Is it not always thus? Gods know Forchanal's a cranky old goat, so I'm sure you butt heads often enough. Yet even so, you must know that you are constantly in his thoughts every moment of every day. And that is not an exaggeration in the slightest. Well, there's going to be a payoff here. You should have seen when you were born. Barely recognizable he was, with a kind of dumbfounded grin, and not seen since he first took a fancy to your mother. He was practically skipping when he told me the news. Take my word for it. He loves you to an embarrassing degree. But he's also frustratingly single-minded. Once he's decided that a given action is for the best, he will stay the course, no matter who or what opposes him. Profoundly annoying habit when you're on the other end of it, as I'm sure you will agree. A lot of agreeing here. I'll say, thank you for your insight. When we next meet our parents, I shall mention that we spoke. Try not to get me into too much trouble now. I need the form on my side. Speaking of which, I ought to get back to work. I have to make sure those specimens you brought make it to the proper places, or the cranky old goat will have my hide. We can speak again later. All right. Hail, you three. Oh, it's Graha. Surely Cockle, oh my god, his name's Cockle, hasn't driven you out of the forge already. I just realized that. For better or worse, no. However, he has set me a task that requires more than my single pair of hands, and here you are. I could use at least one of you, but I won't object to more. Fortunately, Alize and I have prior commitments, and we always delayed we have delayed too long as it is. What about you? Can't you spare the time? I got nothing but time. Perfect. This shouldn't take long. What was it? What game was it where they keep the clams and cockles? You know what I'm saying? Clams and cockles. One sec, chat. Oh, hold on, I gotta fill this out. Actually, I'm gonna send a text first. Oh, and some ads are about to hit. What a beauty. Once forged. The event that our, and I quote, promised heap of adamantite falls right out of the bloody sky and into my lap. Master Cockle wishes to be ready to put the proverbial hammer to an anvil at a moment's notice. To fabricate these parts, however, he needs the flames of Cockle's forge to burn hotter. He said to increase the amount of aether being funneled to his furnaces. The flow of fire aspected aether in Labyrinthos is regulated by an elemental reactor south of here, to which I have borrowed the key. The adjustment will require 2 people to carry out safely, but I can explain the process when we arrive. Clams and cockles. Was that Game of Thrones? Maybe so. Oysters, clams, and cockles. Wait a minute, where are we going? Oh, we're going down again? Oh no, we're going this way. Bow, bow. Bow, bow. That's the first time I'm glad I got ads. You really don't like this song, do you? Oh, we gotta kill some elementals when he releases it from its side. Nimric's dropping the 6 months. Welcome back. Glad to have you here. I wonder if we're killing Swirling Appa. All right. Sorry, I just wanted you guys to hear the music a little bit more. I know you guys like it a lot. An ad for Applebee's Cheeto Dust Boneless Wings. I think to myself, every day we stray further from the light. I don't know, those sound pretty good to me. And I don't even like Cheetos. I'm gonna get these fucking chips one day. Did everything go smoothly out here? Thought as much. No major complications to speak of inside either. And the water aether appears to be venting properly. I expect Cockle will have seen a difference in his forge flames by the time I return. Since I have you, there's another matter I thought to discuss with you. Nothing terribly important, merely something I've been considering. Part of this I shared with everyone, yet you, and only you, have been too elpis. As we have established, refined adamantite is a product of Alec, of the Empire's twilight years, in fact. It was a material which saw much use as part of the Allagan's efforts to extend beyond the bounds of this world's. Dalamud, of course, being the most prominent. Of those who would push further, expands Alleg's empires to encompass the heavens and the stars above. Perhaps the greatest was its infamous technologist, Amon. Am I gonna pose this shit? Anyone wanted to travel to see the stars? I don't think he remembered because he didn't die. He did. He must have had his own reasons, however, for there's no evidence to suggest that he retained memories of his life as an ancient. He only joined the Ascians once the Empire was all but dust, as you know. If not his memory, though, what drove him to pursue the idea with such fervor? This may seem far-fetched, but what if souls like minds have a personality, so to speak, a natural disposition towards which they are inclined? We know with relative certainty that it was the gross decadence and inexorable decline of Alec that moved him on to resurrect Emperor Zande. The Empire's people spoke lightly of death and destruction, experimenting on those they deemed beneath them to fill the emptiness in their hearts. In facilitating Zande's return, Iman provided these languid souls with the means to free themselves from the mire of their own indolence. Or would have, had not Zande been convinced by his own death that life itself was meaningless. Iman's desire for his countrymen to conquer the heavens would only be means to the same end, to instill the people with new purpose. Like Hermes before him, Iman was appalled by how those around him lived, but he could never bring himself to believe that those lives were devoid of meaning. And both of them sought that meaning, that hope, in the distant stars. Such is my theory, anyway. Ultimately, it is of no consequence of their actions which matter. Their motives are of no moment, and yet, to reach those stars on wings of adamantite, to travel to the ends of creation and beyond, the promise of hope everlasting, that much I do understand. But enough musing for now. Why don't we see how Cockle is getting on? I definitely have a lot of ideas about that I had a theory. Oh, fuck, I haven't been collecting Aether shit. Oh, God, I forgot. I had a theory, but I didn't have it fully realized. And so I'm going to need a lot of smiles in chat. But my theory was that somehow the Scions are all part of the sundered souls of the other 15, or the other 14, original 14, to some degree. But I guess we'll see. Like, Benphilia could have definitely been Hydaelyn. I'm Azim. I don't necessarily remember any twins that I know of. I don't know. We'll see, though. We'll see what happens. Oh, we got a long cutscene, boys. Coming up, we got a long one. Ooh, I can feel those flames ablazing from here. Glad you found someone capable, Graha. There's not much left for you to do. Unless you can conjure up that refined adamantite any faster. Oh, this is the final thing. I do trust you to deliver on your promise. I do, only I hate waiting. I want that adamantite, and I want it now. Well, we share your patience, I assure you. Is there nothing else we can assist you with in the meantime? I wish. This sin about's unbearable. Pity the Forum frowns on recreational explosions. Well, so long as they can't prove it was premeditated. Get you gone, I've mistakes to make. In that case, I suppose I should go and return the key to the reactor. One more look to make sure there's nothing had gone wrong, unintentionally or otherwise. When there are better uses for your time, however, I'll join you on the Charlene Hamlin anon. Oh, are we leaving? Well, you gotta go see a thing about a guy. Chat, there's a pretty small part of me, or I would say a pretty big part of me, that doesn't want the game to end tomorrow. I'm a little sad. All right, we need what is that? More con? Wait a minute, how do I do this? How do I choose who's going in here? How do I fucking manipulate? Oh, you click, okay. This mission is bound to succeed. It's gotta succeed, Jerry. It's just gotta. I'm like pretty sad about it. Well, a little sad, you know? Oh, good job finding that earth crystal. Maybe you could have worked a little bit harder, buddy. See? You could have been like your friend who brought back some 510 crafted gear. Derf on turf, you got 69 months. Let's go. Are streamers able to even get into the game? It's not hard. Dude, they must have turned the fucking bomb bocos up to like alpha levels of degrees. Because that's all my goddamn ventures are getting. I don't like it. What a piece of shit, fucking shit ass fucks. Oh, that actually, what the fuck? Why does that armor look incredible? Oh my god, that armor. I've never seen that before. I love it. I love it. Very good. Very good. Babysit the kid for 4 hours, no problem? Yeah, I mean, that's, look, it's our job to play video games for a living, so we just sit here and babysit this shit. That's all we're doing. Ain't no big surprise. We just over here babysitting, you know? Or you just log in really early. But I sat through a 4-hour queue today. It's fine. How many, have I gotten all of them here? I'm missing 3. Okay. If you wait here, your companions are bound to turn up sooner or later. The real answer is log in early and use a macro to stay logged in. I've never used a macro to stay logged in. That's also bannable. I'm not going to take the spot from someone else that could potentially be playing the game.
All set, I take it?
Oh god, they're hitting us with this song, chat.
We finished what we could. Delivered supplies, tracked down escaped animals. Trivial tasks as they may be.
That's enough, don't you think? If there was anything more important still undone, that would be a problem in itself.
The vessel is essentially ready for departure. All that remains is to load the final batch of supplies and see everyone on board. Once we've readied the ether burner, that is.
Ah, had a feeling we might find you all here.
Our consultations with the Loperites, too, have run their course. Pleased I am to say that our researchers' concerns have, for the most part, been allayed, though some insist on making adjustments to the very end. For their part, Livingway and her peers have graciously offered to stay and keep the people company, lest any lingering queries go unanswered.
All that remains is to wait for the refined adamantite.
Alphino, are you there? It's me, Cryo. Your special delivery has arrived. Round up everyone and come to the harbor at once.
Speak of the devil. Let us go at once.
This better be who I hope it is.
Forgive the intrusion, Master Fortuner. I bring urgent news. A great commotion has broken out in Scholar's Harbor. Your presence is requested, with all speed.
Now, where might this delivery be? Oh.
I'm sure it's very important, but we cannot accept these without the proper permits.
By the 12!
Holy
Surely,
shit.
these can't all be.
Fazzy, thanks for that Prime Gaming. Oh, there's definitely going to be Sid.
Bleeding hellfire! They're bringing them by sea and by air. All these folks in these crates.
He better be here, chat.
And more on the way. Got your adamantite right here. A bigger haul than any of these sorry bastards brought, and that's no lie.
Yes, because you were charged with seeing the shipments from Gridania and Uldar here, along with your own. Give credit where credit is due.
Sounds like the sorry whinging of a sore loser. An hypocrite to boot. Ain't no way a scrawny whelp like you took a dozen steps inside a Dalamud shard.
I'll have you know I went all the way to the entrance. I played a vital role in keeping a lookout whilst our expeditionary forces secured the adamantite.
These guys are great.
Left you outside so you wouldn't get anyone killed, did they? Well then, credit where credit's due. You did a right fine job sitting on your ass.
Take that back.
Make me.
I will not stoop to your level.
I need to see two people still.
My, what a grand welcome
These aren't
party.
the two. I need to see them, chat.
And Saraban.
They gotta show up, or this
We come bearing
expansion is
relics,
shit.
both sacred and elegant, as well as a few other gifts that may be of help, to be presented with best wishes from the Eastern Alliance.
Is that Kyan's sword?
Our friends in Bosnia, for instance, have sent along a few artifacts for the brave allies of the Resistance.
Oh, that's bullshit.
That's you.
I myself have come with a sacred relic of Rayson Temple. 'Twas passing
The racist
fortunate
temple.
that Senri's dango craving brought us to Kugane. We arrived precisely as Hancock was making his arrangements. Upon learning of your need, we made haste back to Hell's Lid. With our dango, never fear.
Never
and
forget your
consulted with
dango.
the other auspices. All consented to the lending of Tenzin's legendary Phoenix Blade for this noble cause.
God damn.
Suzaku and Seiryu were nevertheless worried that it might be lost in transit,
Now that's a
however,
fucking weapon.
and insisted upon accompanying me to Onokoro, where I had intended to entrust it to our Confederate allies. I thought instead to give it over to Hancock when we chanced to cross paths yet again. But alas, Seiryu remained ill at ease and ordered me see the blade into your hands personally or die trying.
We did, of course, need quite the impressive vessel to get it all here in time. Fortunately, our majestic associates have been more than helpful. 'Tis an honor to join the Warrior of Light on another adventure, they tell me.
Yeah, I wonder if this quest is altered. Like,
That is all wonderful to hear, but what of the extraordinary cost? I shudder to think of the ransom we must pay for such a bounty.
there's a pretty high chance you wouldn't even know who the fuck those people are.
Fret not for your coin purse, young Alphino.
It is.
Lord Lolorito looks ever towards the profits of the future, and thus the East Aldenar Trading Company went to some lengths to reduce the financial liability.
Oh man, so am I missing any?
And since the Scions funded the entire venture, not a gill need be rendered up in compensation. Everything is already yours.
We funded the venture? When?
Sky Pirates for new?
Don't let the name fool you. This coin keeper knows a thing or two about spending.
Uh-oh. Sky Pirates Alliance raid? I did that, though.
When it comes to capital investiture, a sprinkling of gil here and there will not do. You need enough savings to make waves when it really counts, which is why frugality is paramount. We also had the benefit of a generous patron. Generous being rather an understatement.
Oh.
She has supported us from the shadows since the very founding of the Scions.
Wait, it was their
And
mom?
We even had coffers to fill.
Oh my god, it was her fucking mom.
Amelians.
I remain, of course, an entirely neutral party. I simply thought our family's coffers were needlessly full.
That's pretty good.
We can hardly take them with us on your teeny tiny toy boat, now can we? And would be a shame to leave all that hard-earned wealth unspent. Waste not.
What the fuck was that? He's just like, God damn it.
However did you manage so much in so short a time now?
So I'm missing
We
two
expected word
factions
to
there,
reach
Chet.
only a fraction
Sky
of
Pirates
our
and Eureka.
Did I not tell you I have my ways?
I like this guy.
Erenville, you were involved too.
I like this guy.
I received a letter from Cryle after we parted ways in Labyrinthos. She explained what the Scions were trying to accomplish, and why you might soon require the services of the Gleaners.
Yeah, I never
Spread
stepped
across the
foot in
world
Eureka.
as we are.
Fuck a Eureka.
I pray you do not interpret this as a betrayal of Charlie. I accept that the Forum's aim in pushing us to our limits was to preserve what knowledge we have, and I bear you no ill will for it.
You sure it's fun?
Yet, in collecting that knowledge,
Fun.
what I came to appreciate most about our star is that there remains so much
No,
we
I
do
eventually
not
will.
know.
I want to get Ozma.
That is why I chose to help the Scions. To combat the obliteration of those countless undiscovered wonders. I held no illusions that they would be less demanding taskmasters. Though, rest assured, if I had, I would have been sorely disappointed.
Look, all I'm saying is this cutscene's shit unless 2 people show up.
To make a long story short, the whole of the guild ship cooperated to ensure your call was heard far and wide.
Let's fucking go. That's the 2 people I wanted
What's
to
this
see.
about a ship that can fly to the moon?
Yeah, you're goddamn right, Sid. You should have been involved from the
And
start.
why didn't you mention it sooner? The one time you don't beg my aid, your problem's a bloody ship that can fly to the moon.
That's what I'm saying!
Sid, you brought the team. Of course. Garland Ironworks' finest. You need only point us towards my
Oh my
new
god, Alpha and
favorite
Omega are
ship.
there.
Oh, I nearly forgot. We stopped by Whirlit before coming here and picked up a package from Gaius.
What's Gaius got?
He's still of the mind that actions make for better penance than words, contrite or otherwise.
He's too expensive
so we
for
offer
the
none
expansion.
of the latter.
Bruce Bolton is busy.
What he sent is an Allegan relic Valens used in his weapons experiments. Has a fair bit of refined adamantite in it, too.
As you like us not suspect, we've also brought
Motherfucking Hoary Boulder.
adamantite for Mordona's Dalamud shard.
Well, there's a lot there.
I admit to some consternation upon first receiving Quoll's message. So few scions remain at the Rising Stones now. Far too few for such an expedition. However, the Gleaners were able to secure us reinforcements. Idleshire's treasure hunters, not least among them. I know. How the Gobbyflock fought.
So that I wonder if that's only there
Slovix's gratitude for the safe return of his
because you
daughter
did
has not waned. And he
Alexander.
gathered his kin to our side with an astounding quickness. The clash between their machina and the Allegan defences was a sight to behold. I wager even you would have been impressed by the magnitude of the gobby booms.
Fascinating as all this is, I fail to see how it explains your presence here. Does Razat Han not have more pressing
Now,
concerns?
why aren't you a fucking dragon, bro?
We do. Yet averting the final days would be the most expedient solution. That, and I am indebted to you.
Fucking creepy ass adult kid. Goddamn dragon.
Though they chose to take their leave of Thavnair, those you saved in Galimund remain my people. My gratitude is beyond words. 'Tis appropriate that I aid you in kind. If in the doing we bring salvation to others of this star, so much the better. You will recall that I spoke of my father, Midgard Summer, and his journey across the great expanse.
True.
As he traveled betwixt the stars, his resplendent scales drank of the ether in those nigh empty surrounds, and imparted to him the strength to persevere. Thinking they might further your cause, I called out to my kin for consent.
Oh shit.
Ashdaya's answer was silence, as ever. Tiamat and Chrisvelgre, however, responded favorably to the suggestion.
We got
My
dragons
sire,
on our
too,
side.
stirred from his slumber long enough to speak and say, "Very well."
We got motherfucking dragons.
Thus have I brought you his own worm scales. Fit them to your purpose, and seek a worthier fate for us all.
Wow, we in it to win it, chat. It just sucks that Nero hasn't
You'd be
spoken yet.
hard-pressed to find someone else so familiar with the unique properties of dragon scales. So I invited myself in.
Look at me. This is so unbelievable. I've gone right back round to believing it again. Forget a 6% gain in efficiency. With all these goodies, we could get 7, though. 10,
Oh,
no,
shut the fuck up.
14 bleeding percent.
Shut up. That's so stupid.
Think of how far we could go. What we could do with that much power. What we could blow up.
What a dumb line.
If Kokol is duly convinced, then it must be true. In which case, the Scion's end of the bargain has been fulfilled.
He's so upset. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Yes, Father?
I know not what you seek of Hydaelyn, nor for what purpose you would take command of our ship. Yet this much is certain. To do so will be to dictate the fate of this star and the lives upon it. The lives of each and every creature, in their magnitude and their fragility. Do you understand? And are you prepared?
We have seen and we have felt how much each life shapes this world. And so we are determined to abandon none. We understand what is at stake, and we are prepared to bear this burden.
Then I will bear it with you.
This motherfucker's gonna make me cry.
I beg you, share your struggles with me. As family.
This goddamn son of a bitch.
You grasped my fingers with such tiny hands the day you were born. I thought my heart might burst. 'Twas love and happiness beyond expression. Overwhelming, and a conviction so powerful that I trembled with something close to rage. I had heard the final days foretold. I swore to myself then and there that I would not let them steal your futures. The great exodus would succeed, must succeed. No sacrifice or sin was worse than the alternative. If anything gave me pause, 'twas mine own father. The Archon Louisoix openly decried Charlian's policies, a perspective which I regarded with increasing disdain as I grew older. Yet even as part of me thought him a fool, perhaps I also hoped that he, of all people, would devise a brilliant means to save my children. A naive hope, but stubborn enough that I could never bring myself to keep you apart. No, that was his doing, when he perished at Carteneau. As we pulled that twisted slab of Dalamud from the sea, I remembered the warmth of your newborn touch. Chastened, I vowed never again to suffer any interference in my mission to protect you. No matter that you yourselves wished otherwise. Detest me, fight me tooth and nail, I would suffer it, and more, than be satisfied so long as I could force you onto the ship. I was wrong. You two have grown so much stronger and so much wiser than I dared dream. You have earned the right to walk your own path, and already begun to do so.
Good. Because there are things we care about, and people we love, and none of them is replaceable. Not a one.
It cannot have been an easy journey for you to have come so far.
We shall be glad to acquaint you with the finer details someday, once this danger has passed. All that we have seen and heard, that we have felt and learned in our travels. Ours is not a kind world, but it is beautiful. Always.
Is that his mom?
Oh, no. Are you quite sure that's wise? After all, someone turns pale and flees the room when he sees so much as an envelope containing word of your adventures. Whatever will happen if he learns what you were really up to?
Millions.
All right, now back into head of the forum mode.
Though I have wronged my children most gravely, I owe you an apology as well.
You kind of do.
I assumed that it was the Scion's influence that made them so keen to charge headlong into danger.
No, man, that was just Alizé.
Yours, in particular.
I didn't do shit. Alizé was doing
I
that
see
shit.
now that said influence instead brought them together with the many fine people gathered here today. In which case, I hope you continue to guide them.
All right, I'll try.
If we've finished loitering about the harbor, might I suggest we put our plans into motion? People are beginning to look confused.
Good job, Graha.
Perhaps you can spare a few words ere they resume the tedious lugging of cargo. You've no small number of friends and admirers here, after all.
Oh, we get to give a little speech? Oh, man, there's a couple, like... This kind of sucks if you're missing some people. They hit us with this song? You fucking kidding me? Ooh. I'm gonna hit him with our moment of triumph is close at hand. That's right. I'm gonna have to redo this cutscene once we've done everything in the game. That's so smart.
Your assistance is appreciated. Now, in an orderly fashion, if you please.
Still one of the best songs in the game. Oh, fuck, not this shit again. We're fucking Christ. You son of a bitch. Yeah, man, Nero said nothing. Kind of a bummer. Man, that scene fucking fucked me up. What the hell is this? What's in this lockbox? What the fuck? What? Secret in the box. What's in the box? Oh, why wouldn't they teleport you here? That was probably my favorite cutscene so far. We've managed to clear the harbor, which means the rest is in the engineer's capable hands. Meanwhile, Father has issued us an invitation. As was agreed, he will reveal the means by which Heidelin may be contacted. We are to meet him at Aporia when we're ready. Given the vital knowledge she holds, I suggest we leave without delay. It transpires, however, that the forum's method for speaking with her is not without risk. I'm curious to hear what those might entail, but regardless, be warned. Most of those who arrived at the Adamantite have offered to stay and see to any remaining tasks that need doing. The forum has already asked for my assistance in overseeing the process, so you needn't worry about a thing. Thank you. Tatari, we're off to Aporia then. That was a great cutscene. Dickens in the box? Nice. Yeah, kind of hilarious to me. If you boosted, you see none of that. No one's in the fucking harbor. I want to speak with Clara Lane. She will have the key to the lift and can send you down after me. Yeah, I guess just Hancock would be there, right? From here, we proceed to the heart of Labyrinthos, its most closely guarded secret, Thomazane. It marks the beginning and end of our efforts, once we delve to seek audience with the star, and once we embark on our journey to the heavens. This way, if you please. Oh shit, they're kind of like hyping this up. What the fuck? That looked fucking sick. We're going to space, bitches. Question though. How the fuck is everyone gonna fit on that? That thing's kind of small. Unless we're like really, really far back. I bid you welcome to Thomazane. Direct your attention toward its center to behold the ark over which we have long labored. As you can see, 'twas designed as a medium-sized craft, the better to reduce fuel consumption. Miniaturizing magics have been applied to its interior to ensure that the thrust-to-weight ratio does not place too great a limitation on its freight capacity. Oh. The Aether Burner, as you know, has been removed for further modifications, and we should reattach it soon enough. I've received word that Cockle and several of your allies are working on it with an intense fervor. They are sure to see it done. 'Twas by their expertise that many a prior disaster was averted. If anything, I fear they will not afford us much time for speaking with Heidelin ere they finish. Point taken. Let us move on. I must warn you again, however, that even with the benefit of our device, to treat with her is not a simple feat. Don't worry, we know each other. I'm kind of a friend, you know? I have done what I can to impress upon you the gravity of what lies ahead. Are you prepared? It happened. I got level blocked.